Welcome to another episode of Tech Simplified, the podcast where we take complex tech ideas and break them down into bite-sized, understandable conversations. I'm your host, and today we're diving into something that could revolutionize how you deploy your projects, regardless of whether you're a seasoned developer or just getting started. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the complexity of deploying a project? You know, all those pipelines, services, and countless configurations. Well, you're not alone. Many of us have been there, staring at screens filled with code, wondering why such a simple task has become a maze of frustration. That's where airo comes in. Let's unpack that. Imagine, instead of struggling with Kubernetes or complicated CI/CD pipelines, you could deploy your projects directly from your local computer to your own production server with just a simple command. Sounds too good to be true, right? Airo makes it a reality by allowing you to deploy containers to your self-hosted server while skipping all that complex setup. So, what exactly is Airo? It's a deployment tool specifically designed to simplify your process. You can focus on building your product rather than getting tangled up in infrastructure management. For those of you who enjoy the nitty-gritty of managing your own server, this is a welcome relief. Picture this: building and pushing Docker images from your machine straight to a container registry, even setting up HTTPS and reverse proxies automatically. It's like having a personal assistant for your projects. Now let's dig a bit deeper into how Airo works. First, you'll define your services in a composer file, which gives you flexibility on how to structure your project. Then, you specify your environment details like server info and SSH keys. And after that, deploying your project becomes as simple as typing a command, and voila, you're live. But I know what you're thinking. What if I want to stay agile and update my project frequently? Great question. Airo handles updates effortlessly. Once set up, any changes can be deployed with just one command, so you're never stuck making endless configurations each time you want to go live. Now let's consider a scenario. Imagine you've just built a cutting-edge application using Next.js, and you need to deploy it along with a PostgreSQL database backend. With Airo, all you have to do is prepare your Docker file and a few configurations, and you can run everything in no time. It's like magic, but way more techy. Before we wrap up, let's discuss a thought-provoking question. How would the landscape of web development change if everyone could deploy their projects as easily as this? Would we see more innovation? More startups? It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? And there you have it, a glimpse into how Airo is set to make deploying projects not just easier, but much more accessible. Remember, tech doesn't have to be a barrier. It can be a bridge to creativity and innovation. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found this episode as enlightening as I did. If you have thoughts on Airo or experiences to share about your deployment adventures, I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep exploring the tech world in all its fascinating complexities.